Hi everyone, welcome back. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I filmed a video, since last week was Bring Back the Favorites, and then I didn't film a new release video since we pushed it, but I'm going to film it and get it up. It'll just be a little bit later, it'll be after this. But I'm going to be sharing our Foiled Tuesday that is going live tomorrow on March 15th. I'm actually not sure when this video is going live. It might go live tomorrow morning, so in that case it's going live today, March 15th. Anyway, I'm apologizing in advance if I sound sniffly. My allergies are hitting me hardcore. I took a Zyrtec right before this, but it's not going to do anything in time for me to film this, so we're just gonna deal with it. But I did a poll this week I figured since it's a Monday and Mondays kind of normally suck, that I would do like a little guessing giveaway. So if you didn't see on my stories now, you can't enter anymore obviously because now you can see the theme, but I might make it a thing on Mondays, I'm not sure, let me know what you think. But the first person to guess what this week's theme is would win a $10 gift card to the shop. I actually cheated and I picked two winners. I picked the first person who is like basically right, and then there was someone guessed beach in Seashells, which is right. The majority of this is Seashells, but then I want to pick a second winner because someone guessed Seashells and Waves, which is about, you'll see, as spot on as it gets. So I haven't even announced that not yet on my Instagram, but I checked before this so I could see who it was and make sure that none of the entries were cheaters who saw this video before they guessed. So let's just get into it. I guess now you know that the theme is seashells and that there are some waves in here as well, which are back from last year. So let's just kind of hop into it. I feel like I'm already rambling like crazy and now I'm going the wrong way. Jeez, I'm rusty. All right, let's get started. So we have our shell garland, and that's this week's theme. We have 4 different types of shells here. We have like your generic seashell. You have starfish, which I guess, is that really a shell? I'm not sure. We have kind of like the long pointy one, and then we have like the conch shell, which every time I see, I'm pretty sure it's a conch shell, although I got schooled on the Jupiter last week thanks to my husband, so I could totally be wrong, but every time I see or hear of conch shells I think of the SpongeBob episode. Let me know if you know which one I'm talking about. No. But we have our mini garland, and on this I just opted for, I'm just gonna say it even though I might be wrong. Although, let me Google it real quick. Alright, to prove I'm not wrong, that's a conch shell. After last week's, or I guess the planet fiasco, I don't trust my knowledge anymore. Anyway, we have our starfish and conch shell. Those are the ones that I picked for the mini garland. We have the layered garland, which just again has the variety and different spots. The double garland where they get super teeny tiny. I love this so much. I like how dainty and tiny they get. And then we have our dangle garland again. This is a fave. This sheet is actually oops, and now that's driving me nuts. So if you buy an oops bag in the near future, you might get this sheet in it. We have the Dangle Deco. We have our mini Dangle Deco. We have our mini swoops. Our dotted shell divider. Our cluster deco. I'm just kind of going fast through these because I feel like those are basic at this point. Then we have our shell mini deco, which I did things a little bit different than normal this time. So normally you get 60 pieces of mini deco on a sheet because I do 6 rows and 10 pieces across. but we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8. So you get 80 pieces of mini deco on the sheet this week. So you get all 4 of the different shells that I showed you before, and you get like a big version, which, let's be honest, is still teeny tiny, and then you get a mini version, which is extra teeny tiny. Yeah, I was thinking, since y'all love like cluster deco and mini deco so much, I was thinking of having like a mini bring back week where it's all just mini deco and mini cluster deco, or just cluster deco. Since those are like top seller every single week, y'all love it. So let me know what you think. That's a lot of let me know what you think. These comments are going to be paragraphs long if you do respond. So we have our starfish divider. We have our seashell divider. We have our Seashell Deco, which these are going to be super fun in the month section. Is that what we've decided to call it now? That top left corner, the month section. We have these shell corners, which you get both left and right, but you don't get the top, because I mean you could put this upside down, but the shell would be upside down, so it's not as cute. So they're mostly, unless that doesn't bother you, they're mostly like left and right, so because I flipped them to also be on the right. We have our seashell cluster divider. I am so rusty and sniffly. We have our seashell pattern divider. And this is a bring back from last year. Some of these are bringbacks from last year. But there's only so many ways you can do shells and waves. So don't fix it if it's not broken. That's the wave divider. I don't even know if I told you that. Now you have your wave, that's the seashell wave divider. I feel like I'm like tongue twisting this entire release. But then we have our actual just plain wave dividers that don't have any shells in them. So you have your small wave divider and your big wave divider. Basically the difference is that one is like skinnier than the other, but you get like the longer ones, which these do not take up the full width. I mean, it's pretty, you can't even see, it's pretty close to the full width, but it's not quite the full width. And then you have the mini ones below too, so you get a variety on here. These would be really good for date covers, just saying. But you have your small wave divider and your big wave divider. Next you have your rope divider, which is just your basic rope. Pretty self-explanatory. You have your rope knot divider. These rope knot and rope dividers are bringbacks from last year. But we do have a new rope item, which is our rope swoop, which I thought this was adorable. It's cut off at the top and on the side, so you don't have like that awkward gap. I try to minimize that as much as possible, but this would be cute paired with a garland. And then finally we have the rope deco, which I loved this last year. There's no way I was not bringing it back again this year. Basically it looks like it's coming out of the page. Like, come on, look at that. With the little eyelets on the end, it totally looks like it's coming out of the page when it's in your planner. I think that's adorable, but I also have unique opinions sometimes, so we'll see what y'all think. We have the dotted shell washi, which matches the dotted shell divider. We have our shell garland. Y'all are familiar with these by now. Then we have the starfish and seashell washies, which these match the dividers that I showed you before. So you just kind of see here. And I did stick with the whole making it the full width and not cutting a sidebar trunk for all of these this week, because I got a lot of feedback that you like it. So we're going to stick with it until I get feedback that you don't like it, because everything is always changing in the planner community. And then we have our wave washi, which I thought that this would be a good addition to this year's Seashell and Wave release. And then finally we have the rope washi, which again, this goes all the way across. We don't have the little tiny part cut off anymore. And also, I don't know what I was going to say. Yeah, this is new as well this year to match the rope divider, but I wanted a washi version since we're giving a little bit more love to our washi lately. But yeah, that is everything. Let me kind of get this situated so that I can sign off and say peace out. Alright, that is everything for this week's Foiled Tuesday. We have the seashell theme and I love it so much. I don't know if it's too early for summer, but we did release our first like actual summer kit last week, so we're just gonna hit the ground running. I think spring starts this weekend, so it's close enough. We typically like are one season ahead, I feel like. But yeah, if you want to stick around and see these be put down in a planner for sizing, just keep on watching. But otherwise, I'll talk to you later. Bye.